Hello, I am Max from Test Drive Blogs, and today I'm bringing you my first video. Oh, it's having trouble focusing. Oh. Still learning the manual transmission of this Ranger, but bringing you the first driving video of it. And it is incredibly hot in here right now because I have no AC. The AC doesn't work. It needs to be charged, or there's a leak in something, and it doesn't work. Like, it'll just blow out hot air from the outside, and it's probably 92 degrees outside, or hotter than that probably right now. But yeah, I figured I'd bring you guys along since I actually got everything licensed and I got insurance and everything. So give you a little driving video, and you may notice that the camera's not up in the windshield like it usually is, and that's because the windshield is too tilted. Like, I could barely get this camera to work with the windshield of the Jeep that's almost straight up and down, let alone one that's actually tilted like this. But this truck drives super nice. So the radio works. It kind of pops whenever you first turn it on. But yeah, that works. It shifts good. Of course, it's got a, I don't know if I mentioned it, but it has a brand new clutch in it. It's got new tires, all kinds of stuff. Miata in the way. That's full throttle. This thing is not very fast at all. I looked up and these have 117 horsepower and 150 foot-pounds of torque. So yeah, they're not very fast at all. But I can get up to 5th gear at 50 miles per hour. While I was trying to keep the window open to get a little air blowing through, but it's decent. It's not as hot as it was earlier because it's not sunny. It was sunny and it was so hot earlier. You can barely see me. Oh, it kind of went dark there for a second. But yeah, I can be in 5th gear at 50 miles per hour and it'll be at 2,000 RPM. So this truck, they said it gets, I was looking it up and they say it gets like 20 to 25 miles per gallon, like 20 in the city, 25 in the highway. I'm so not used to not doing the Jeep wave because there's a Jeep that drove by. Like, you generally wave and you're like, hey, Jeep person, hello other Jeep person, I'm a Jeep person. But since I'm driving a Ranger, that doesn't make much sense. And pretty much everything else works. Found out the license plate lights, like for the rear license plate, don't work. So I'll have to fix those because that's a law. You have to have those, and that's why my dad doesn't drive his old yellow truck, is because it doesn't even have any. Get a little bit of air going through here. Might have a little bit of noise, but I don't really mind that much. Lots of shifting. The engine doesn't really sound too bad. I'm not generally a fan of like the 4-cylinder's noise, like any 4-cylinder, but this truck isn't actually that bad compared to other vehicles that I've heard or driven. And yeah, I drove this down to my college, which is 20-ish miles away. And oh, it's like recognizing my face. That's interesting. My camera. That's another Stepside Ranger. It's just driving by on the highway. But yeah, I drove to my college, which is roughly 20-something miles away. I think it's quiet on the inside. I'm not used to this. I'm used to the Jeep, where it's like all the time. But this thing's actually pretty quiet on the inside. And I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I went to my college and I've put 59 miles on this thing since yesterday. I got it fully licensed and everything yesterday. I got gas in it. So I reset the trip odometer. It's already up to 59.5 miles. So yeah, I've been driving it quite a bit. It's a lot of fun, like I said. Never really drove a manual before the first time I drove this truck. And I've only stalled it like 3 or 4 times since the other day. But that's been times I've been like screwing around and not really paying attention or something. Lots of traffic. It's rush hour-ish time. flat out. 30, 35, 40. Kind of gotta get used to taking my foot off the gas whenever I shift, because sometimes I keep my foot on the gas too long and it goes when I try and shift, and it's annoying. Alright, you're up to cruising speed. Some of the gauge lights don't work, which is a little bit of a hassle. Like that, I can't see the fuel gauge at all at night because there's no light. The light doesn't work there at all, and half the speedometer isn't lit up. So I'm gonna have to pull this dash piece off and fix that. Other than that, it's pretty good. All the other lights work, all the headlights, and got it inspected, and it passed just fine. So everything else pretty much works. Parking brake is kind of iffy. Like yesterday and earlier today, it didn't work at all. Well, I can't really say that because it held a tiny little bit, but I just completely forgot where I was going. Good job, me. I was going to go somewhere else, and now I'm going this way apparently. It's still keeping up speed. That's floored. Floor to the floor. I'm getting like 1 mile per hour per 20 seconds. But I don't remember what I was saying. It's about lights, maybe. Oh, the parking brake. And it was funny because today I was driving to my grandma around because she hadn't seen this truck yet, and I was taking her for a ride, and she needed some groceries and stuff. And I forgot that the parking brake is on, and I backed it up at a Dairy Queen because I stopped there. And after that, the parking brake actually started working like really good. It was actually holding the truck because I was trying to go and it was just bogging down. And so it kind of fixed itself. I don't think it'll work right now really that much. Okay, just had his HHR wash and he's got a brake light up. It's mainly in other people's cars. Yeah, I can really figure out where I was going. So apparently we're going to take an extra long drive as soon as these cars actually go somewhere. Come on. But driving a manual surely is a different experience. There's little rattles and stuff that I don't really understand, but yeah. There's a little whine to it when you get up to higher RPMs in like 3rd and 4th and 5th gear. Not entirely sure what that is, but the guy that I bought it from said it did that all the time, so it's nothing new. And hopefully my camera, it says 23 minutes remaining. But I needed to actually go get money before I came out, and I forgot to get money from the bank, like from my ATM card. So that's where I'm going now, even though it kind of circles around, so it's not really that much out of my way. Now again, Chevy Allison transmission. It's funny, it doesn't even have the number 5 is 5th gear on the gear shifter. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, and overdrive and reverse. Nitro. Just gonna stay in the right lane here. Right lane being the far right, not the, well, it should be the correct lane too. Still getting used to kind of launching off the hills and such. Other than that, it's going pretty well. Like I accidentally stalled it twice in the Taco Bell drive-thru somehow. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call that a video right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first driving video. If you guys have comments or anything, any questions that you'd like me to answer in another video, because I'm gonna be doing more videos like this, be sure to leave them in the comments. and I will answer them I'll touch on things if you have a question or comment. I'll talk about it in the next video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to subscribe if you did, and I'm out of here. See ya.